Let's get back to work. Earl got work to do. Earl got work to do. Earl got cleaning up to do. Clean up on our aisle. Denial, denial, denial. I was listening to the pregame stuff. They had Fred on. He got such a Texas voice. But, yeah, he has good kids. I only met Monroe briefly. I never met Junior. Junior played at UNM, right? Yeah. And Matthew, I've met about 3 times. I've really enjoyed Matthew. Really good kid. Really good teammate. He's a really good teammate. Yeah, it was wonderful. Like I told you, all the time he played over there for Doug. Was for Doug, wasn't it? Yeah, and he would do a lot of things for decoys and stuff. I'm sure Javon's calling the game tonight. I met Javon I like Javon a lot, and I like the way the kids like Javon, like Uncle Punchy. The kids like him, and Javon will tell you, "Oh no, Matthew would take out the edge, and he'd get real fast and draw double teams, and we could make the plays in the middle." Yeah, he was a very unselfish teammate. I would watch the plays, and I'd watch Matt, and of course, well. Javon had his first big game at New Mexico State against Idaho. And that was the game. And we talked about it at the basketball game the next night. It was fun. Yeah. It was fun. I was just having fun. I said, I know. Get out there. He was third string. He was third on the depth chart. Okay. And Derek got in trouble for going for an interception and hitting heads with the defensive player and got called for targeting. And then Mr. Wagner in the second in the depth chart got excited, got to go out and play, and he did target. He didn't mean to, he just got excited. Okay. So then they had to put the freshman out there. And it was a freshman, oh shit, And he was excited. I was excited for him because when he came in, he was just like a ball of fire, And Terrell, you could tell, really enjoyed it. Terrell Hanks, and they were just playing together. Old Florida and Louisiana guy. They just going at it. They were just going after everything. They were heat-seeking on everything. And it worked for Terrell. He ended up getting a chance to play a bit for Miami, and stuff. And he's from Florida, so it was back home. But, yeah, it was interesting. But I was sitting there listening to, advertising. I hate, how Earl hated advertising like motherfucker. And they lose kids in advertising. That makes Earl like, woo! Ooh, he gonna pop. He's gonna explode. Jesus just in my head gets mad. But the thing is me and the Father are one. So if I was y'all, since Jesus ain't here right now in the flesh and Earl is, I'd be more concerned about pissing me off than pissing Jesus off. Because Jesus always yells at me in my head and tells me I'm too fucking nice. Okay. You're too soft. I'm not afraid of Mr. Snoops. I'm not afraid of Nero and Brutus. Okay. That's from one of Patrick's favorite cartoons, The Rescuers, with Penny. Yeah, and she gets put down in there, they get the devil's eye, right? And a lot of people seen it. I'm sure a lot of people have. And but I was sitting there, and you guys got to understand, you're being trained and conditioned to accept certain things as normal and certain things as appropriate. Okay. And they have this commercial on the radio, talking about, it's for one of those all night long sleeping things, do you invade people's personal space and go sit by them on the bus, even if they plan to sit in and shit? Like they had us do the social distancing, and they do that every time people start getting sick because they stress and the environment's toxic because of economics, right? So they'd be and do you understand? Do you understand? All right. Personal space, it's like we can have they sorry asses with the Patriot Act inside our houses through our TVs and all our devices, even if they're turned off because of the contracts we agreed to and signed to, and because we agreed to a popularity contest that tells us what to do with money and gives them the linguistics to invade our houses, our houses, and we have no privacy whatsoever because money is the accepted manipulation of the fuck factory, right? And I don't care if you're a rocket scientist, I am not a liar and I'm not crazy. It's not my fault you can put shit in space to spy on people's houses but can't read a legal contract, dickhead. Okay. Shut the fuck up. No, I knew what was up with him. He just comes from a lot of guys that would like to spy on and watch people like Natalie and Amy and Edna and Miriam and the women I used to date and stuff, and masturbate to them having sex and never tell his old lady about it. It's because, oh, guys, you know, I'd kill you to have sex with Natalie. I'd kill you to have sex with Miriam. I'd kill you to have sex with Edna, which lots of guys would, you know, like Jay Leno with Julia Roberts and his wife and that joke all those years ago. You know, you'd leave me for her. Are you kidding? I'd kill you for her. It's like, why? If a woman makes you kill somebody else for her, why would you want to have sexual reproduction with that woman? That's just crazy. Kids don't like you, do they? They like Matt Taylor and they like Javon Ferguson. Oh yeah, we went to the thing and that stuff. The kids were all just gravitated to Javon. They loved him. Okay, and the same way kids were the same way with Matt Taylor. You know, just loved him. Okay, just real good person, very energetic personalities, very charismatic and very exuberant, and the kids liked him because they're kind kids. Okay. Hey, look, I ain't worried about none. No, I ain't worried about shit. They always do that. You don't know what happens with this. I don't care what happens in the privacy of people's homes where you manipulate them and abuse them to try to make them look bad because you're jealous of them because you're not as good of a person as you fucking rocket scientist. What's the truth? Truth is life is eternal and grace is infinite, and you still a bitch, and you eternally gonna be a bitch until you accept that grace is infinite, bitch. Thank you. Number 7 just tackled you, and number 24 just dunked on you, or number 5 and 24 just dunked on your ass. Okay, don't fuck with me. Okay, I'm working here, right? And so you guys got to understand that. Okay, when they talk things about social distancing, personal space, well, I want you to socially distance from the Patriot Act and from legal contracts that gain access to my home and my privacy through finances. I'm the living embodiment of the Lord's Prayer. You're a bitch. I'm helping you out here. Okay, there's legalese and then there's understanding of natural laws. What's the truth? Life is eternal, grace is infinite. Now, if there's anybody that wants to live laws like King Solomon, they should step forward and say, you know what? I don't want to play these political games anymore. I want to be a real wife. I want to be a real daughter, sister, okay, mother and grandmother. And in order to be a mother in a holy covenant, you have to be a wife, right? So that would be nice. Is anyone willing to step up and do that? Anyone? Bueller? Okay. You think Lopez is going to do it? I don't know, do you? It doesn't matter what I think. I've been trying to get these people to stand up with me for the Lord's Prayer for 15 fucking years. 15 fucking years. It don't matter what I think. It matters what do you guys think? Do you think it's tangible? You think the ghost of Cat Valdez will go away? We won't have those kind of movies no more? And some person will show up and say, I want to live the Lord's Prayer for all. You think that'll happen? I don't know. I'm not going to try to put, shade on shit. They sent the stuff my way. They opened up the door and said, here, this is. I'm like, yeah. I did get a thing reported to a woman. She goes, you need sexual healings. So it's going to take me about a year or two to recover. She goes, well, then it's slow rides for a year or two until you can carry your weight. Well, that would be a nice wife. That's a wife. I mean, you get chemical poisoned by the people that give us cell phone commercials to keep everybody acting like human trafficking didn't happen, at the beginning of the millennia through bad science projects. So we're just controlling surplus population. Okay, and so you're like, okay, what do I need 4 lines and 4 phones for? I don't need none of that. No, all I need is time with the people that love me and that I can share love with. As far as the people that love me, I'm by the time this goes public, it's going to be like, okay, guys, what? Earl, there's 4 billion people that want to spend time with you. They love you. Guys, look, go spend time with your family. You know what I mean? You get a girl on, Earl can't spend time with everybody. So, you guys know, okay, Patrick, see how Ray Ray's doing. And Plim, not to fight with Plim, and making cookies with Katie Bug. And, doing fun video game type silly things with Chuji Bear and doing things with Patrick, and stuff like that. You know what I'm talking about, y'all. You know what I'm saying? Making sure their mommies are okay and shit. And so, you can't be all things to all people. And so you have to understand that. I'm not an egomaniac. I don't run around and have all these big crowds of people say, I'd like to be president. I'd like to kill people that try to kill me because I want to fuck everybody with the money. Okay, you'd like to kill people that try to kill. If you pay people money to kill other people that are trying to kill you because you're fighting over money, you killed that person. Okay? So if you deny the Lord's Prayer and you pay people money to kill people that tried to kill you because you fighting over money, you killed that person. Why isn't the health, healing minds, healing hearts, people on TV, they're supposed to tell us about what's good brain activity? Are you healthy? Be mindful. Are you healthy? Do you got, how's your mental health? Okay. Why don't they explain that to us on the television? That if you get a person killed because they attempt to kill you because you deny the Lord's Prayer and you're in, conflict over money, you killed that person. Okay, so Donald Trump, because of his fighting over money, killed that young man on top of that building because he lost his mind because we ain't living something as beautiful as the Lord's Prayer. Right? You know what I'm saying? Because we live in the Lord's Prayer. I'm not going to go off in Pennsylvania in a vacant lot by a school and go, I'd like to continue the fight over money so I can get a big bag of money to fuck Megan Thee Stallion. I'd like to sing Kendrick Lamar songs. He talks during his song. He sing? Do he talk? I ain't never heard the boy sing. Or do it, I've heard Russell Tompkins Jr. I like him. There's a spark of magic in your eye. Candy. I really like Rod Temperton songs. All you do is dial. Sure enough, must be love. Lay it on me. Always and forever. Happiness, togetherness. Mind-blowing decisions. Rock with you. Off the wall. Girlfriend, we're gonna tell your boyfriend, tell him exactly what we're doing. That's also a Rod Temperton song. Okay, I'm gonna load this up. Okay, personal space is when you are personally respected and loved in the beauty and the humility and the glory of the faith of the Lord. Okay, that's personal space, y'all. I wish you personal space. All right, peace.